Hello, good morning. It's a beautiful day today, and I just want to show you a little bit of Thika town. I'm going to drive to Thika CBD and walk around so that you can see what Thika town looks like. Right now, I'm on Mangu Road. Mangu Road is the road connecting Thika town to the town of Mangu, and I would have drove all the way recording everything, but my camera doesn't have a dashboard mount, so I hope next time I'll get a dashboard mount and I'll record because it's quite a beautiful scenery. I'm at M-Pesa Foundation Academy. M-Pesa Foundation Academy is a very nice school. You can see it. Let me just show you. I don't know if you can see clearly, but it's a very beautiful school. I've been there. I've been inside the school. It has the standards of an international school. I hope one day they will let me record some videos so that I can show you. The school is very nice. I don't know the process of getting your kid there, but I know it was built to cater for gifted kids. You don't necessarily have to be rich, and as long as you are gifted, you get inside. It's a very good school. So let me drive to Thika, then I'll start recording when I'm in Thika CBD.
Hello.
The town is kind of empty today because it's on a Sunday. Not many people, all the shops are closed, but it's normally a very busy town. This is like the red light district of this area, and I'm trying my best to avoid recording this like this.
Rồi.
This is the quieter side of the town. Even during the weekdays, this side is normally not very busy because it's on the edge of the city. I'm walking on the edge of the CBD. This here is a Hindu temple. They normally have very magnificent structures. I think they are borrowed from the Hindu architecture. So this is giant temple in Thika. Yes, all the matatu is big now. This is Kenyatta Avenue in Thika town. In most Kenyan towns, Kenyatta Avenue is normally the main street. Because Jomo Kenyatta was the first president of Kenya, so his name was honored. in the Thika police station. I think that is it for Thika CBD. I hope you enjoyed it. Just a little background on Thika. Thika town is a town that is inhabited mostly by the Kikuyu people of Kenya. Though the neighboring, it's on the boundary of Kikuyu and Kambas actually, but on the Kikuyu side. But traditionally it was Maasai land. Thika is on the confluence of two rivers, River Chania and River Thika. The word Thika comes from the Kikuyu word Guthika. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Maybe if there's a Kikuyu, can tell me how they pronounce it. So Guthika means to bury. The town was named Thika after Guthika because Masais are pastoralists and Kikuyus were crop farmers. Bantus are mostly crop farmers traditionally, and Kikuyus are Bantus. So during drought, because of the two rivers, Thika and Chania, many people used to come to this area. They used to relocate to this area, both Masais and Kikuyus, and they would fight over the area because it was one of the few areas that had water. And during the fighting, many would die and they would be buried. So the name Guthika came up. I don't know what influenced people to shorten it to Thika, but the original name was Guthika. Though there are also some different stories that say Thika is actually a Maasai word. The Kikuyu word for the area is Chania. I don't know how true that is, but I've heard it also that Thika is a Maasai word. The original Kikuyu word was Chania after River Chania. As you have seen in the CBD, Thika is actually a very wealthy town. But the problem with Thika, it is probably the most neglected town in Kenya. Thika is the third most industrialized town in Kenya after Nairobi and Mombasa. So there's a lot of money flowing. When you compare Thika to other major cities like Kisumu, Nakuru, Eldoret, you realize that most rich people in Thika made their wealth in Thika. But when you go to towns like Kisumu, Eldoret, and even Nakuru to some extent, many of the rich people make their money maybe mostly Nairobi, Mombasa, elsewhere, then come and invest, just build their houses and whatever. Thika has a lot of industries and people are able to make money here and stay here. But the problem is Thika is in Kiambu County and Kiambu borders Nairobi, and Nairobi is growing into Kiambu County. So because Nairobi is growing into Kiambu County, most of the county resources are concentrated in areas of Nairobi that have grown into Kiambu County. I'm talking of areas like Githurai, Kahawa West, not Kahawa West, Kahawa Sukari. Kahawa West is actually in Nairobi. Kahawa Sukari, we have the area around Tatu City, Kikuyu, those areas, a lot of resources go there. So Thika is basically neglected. If Thika was in another county, it would be a very, very beautiful city. That is why the streets of Thika, if you have seen in the video, they're not very impressive. When you compare it to other towns in Kenya after devolution, a lot of money was invested in infrastructure and cleaning of towns. If you go to towns like Kisumu, Kisumu is a city. Kisumu, Nakuru is also a city. Eldoret, Kakamega, Machakos, Meru, you realize they're very clean. The pavements are well done. And they're well planned. In Kikuyu, not in Kikuyu, in Thika. In Thika, there are still hawkers in the streets in the CBD. Most other towns, they have dealt with that. Most of the towns, maybe Nairobi still, but Nairobi is very big, so dealing with Nairobi is very hard. But Kikuyu is small. You can easily relocate those hawkers elsewhere and clean the cities. The city will be very, very beautiful. But all the hawkers, you find them in the streets. I did this video on a Sunday deliberately because during the weekdays, it's very hectic in the town. There are so many people because all the hawkers in the streets and everything. Though that is also a sign of a good economy. The cash flow in Thika is very high, but still they can do something. Another thing is in Thika, matatus, which are public transportation. All matatu terminals are in the CBD, and there is a lot of space because Thika is not a very big town. There is a lot of space. The governor can design a good bus terminus so that all the vehicles can be directed elsewhere. But now all the vehicles, tuk-tuks, boda-bodas, Nissans, buses and everything, they come to the CBD, and that makes the CBD very disorganized. The cleanliness of the town is also not very good. The town is dirty if you compare it to most other towns in Kenya. If you visit Kenya after devolution, most towns have been cleaned up. They're very, go to Kisumu, go to Kakamega, go to Machakos, they're very clean. But Thika has been neglected, yet Thika has a lot of industries and a lot of money, so they collect a lot of revenue. I wonder why the governor has neglected the town so much. But overall, it is a very good town. The economy is very big. The surrounding areas are very beautiful. The CBD is not that impressive, but the surrounding areas, if you look at the neighborhood, there are also some good, wealthy neighborhoods around Thika. And I will take videos of some of the areas around Thika so that you can see. Thika is also becoming quite cosmopolitan. It's originally a Kikuyu town, but it's on the border of Kikuyu and Kamba, so there are also quite a number of Kambas, though other communities are continuously coming in and it's becoming very cosmopolitan. When Nairobi metropolitan area was redesigned, Thika was included within the Nairobi metropolitan area. So basically Thika is within Nairobi metro. And if you drive from all the way from Thika to Nairobi, a distance of 40 kilometers, you realize that the whole stretch is built up. You never reach a place where you feel like you're in a rural area. It is all built up all the way to Nairobi. So again, that is also a plus, because many people who can't afford rent and the cost of living in Nairobi, they move to Thika and travel to Nairobi every day. If our government decide to invest in a good transportation system, Thika can grow really fast, because if we have a speed train connecting Thika to Nairobi, more and more people will also come into Thika. So that is it for Thika CBD.